KXNO. Also tonight, streaming live on ESPN Plus and coming to you live on Mediacom Connections Channel 22. We're live at the Wells Fargo Arena in Des Moines. John McDermott alongside Tony Etzeni. And it's the visiting Texas Legends. They come in 4-10 on the ball game. They'll take on the home Iowa Wolves. Iowa 5-11, so a couple evenly matched teams in terms of records here, Tony. Iowa lost a heartbreaker here on Tuesday early afternoon by the time it got over for Education Celebration Day.
Yeah, an overtime buzzer beater basically off .9 on the shot clock to win the game with the point total in the overtime. And Texas beat Iowa back on New Year's Day, 138-126. We'll see them again tonight.
So let's look at the starters quickly before tip-off here tonight for the Iowa Wolves. It'll be DJ Carton and Matt Lewis starting in the backcourt, along with Craig Randall II and PJ Dozier. And Jordy Chimanga rounds out the starting five for Iowa head coach Jeff Newton. And for Texas head coach George Gallinopoulos, that'll be James Banks, Grant Riller, Tyler Hall, Udai Baba, and Tajay Moore, the starting five for the Texas Legends.
Iowa without Emmanuel Mudiay tonight, along with Brandon Sampson, both banged up a little bit. The Legends without Tyler Dorsey, of course A.J. Lawson and McKinley Wright up with the big club, and Olin Carter III also not with the team here this evening.
So much like we see in the final half of G League seasons, about 4 names on each roster crossed off here tonight that aren't going to be available. Iowa is going to be wearing the special edition uniforms tonight for Black History Community Celebration, presented by Principal. The special theme uniforms will be auctioned off, benefiting the I'll Make Me a World in Iowa Foundation. So you'll be able to go on iawolves.com and check out the silent auction at the conclusion of the game. That'll go on for a couple of days. And
nice looking uniforms.
Yeah, those uniforms are pretty sharp.
Yeah.
Black uniforms with the white, gold, and red trim down the sides, and then the white numerals that are kind of outlined in those same 3 colors. So interesting, cool look here for Iowa with their special theme uniforms for tonight. I swear we have a special theme uniform up for auction after about half of our home games, which is pretty neat. You see them all. We've done it enough years now. You look around the arena and you see all the old ones from years past. And
Iowa does a really good job, the Iowa Wolves and the organization, in community involvement.
Oh, absolutely. One of the leaders in attendance year in and year out, and this year no different. And we're underway, and it's Iowa with the tap. Chimanga on a bounce pass for Randall. Now it's going to be Lewis resetting it on the right wing. Lewis into the paint. Little step back shot is off the mark, no good. And it was rebound by Baba.
Lewis still wearing that nose guard on his face from a chip bone from a few games back.
Yeah, he had a fractured bone in his face. You had and there's a
shovel
block on one end, and there's Baba getting into the passing lane to prevent Iowa getting out in transition.
Carton and Chimanga both had a piece of that ball. If I look, yeah, both of them did.
So Randall triggers in for Iowa. Just about a minute gone by here, still scoreless. Chimanga holds it on the top of the key. Now it's Craig Randall II. Has his pass deflected away, but Chimanga, after a nice pass inside, picks up the easy 2. So Iowa 2-0 lead here early on. Chimanga with the first bucket for the Wolves. Riller has it out front. Riller gets it into the paint. Now just kind of fades to his left and knocks down the 14-footer.
Well, that was a tough looking shot there. Man right at his side. DJ Carton didn't release from him.
Here's Craig Randall II. Back into the lane. Now kicks to Carton. PJ Dozier will try a 3 from the right corner, and it's good. Dozier's been playing really well since coming back from those 2 10-day contracts with the Sacramento Kings. Riller along the baseline, gives it off for Banks. Here comes a right wing 3 for the Texas Legends that splashes the net. That was Tyler Hall.
Both teams kind of matching each other so far.
Yeah, Carton's floater no
nice
good.
Hands.
Nice hands by Dozier to go up and poke it away. Now it's Lewis. Gives it off for Randall. Craig Randall, the second's three is off the mark, no good.
I'm surprised he passed up the first open look there and gave it up. That's his shot there.
Here's Riller with it, top of the key. Gets a ball screen from Banks. Gets into the paint. Now back up top for Hall. Baba puts it on the floor. 15-foot pull-up for Baba is in and out, no good. Iowa with the rebound. Here's Randall. Bounce pass taken away. Both teams struggling a bit offensively here. A couple turnovers for Iowa.
Trying to make passes, not really good angles, and have turned into turnovers so far early.
And Banks with a little dribble handoff. Three ball is off the mark, misses everything. And
well, you can't think he missed everything without something happening
I
there.
felt like Lewis might have just got a little bump on him. Tyler Hall thought the same thing.
Yeah. From this angle, couldn't tell, but boy, something definitely went wrong there.
Matt Lewis with it, top of the key. Now it's DJ Carton looking baseline. Gives it up top for Chimanga. Chimanga with the little baby hook with the offhand. That's the right hand for him. He's left-handed post player for Iowa.
Banks didn't come off his feet. Chimanga with a nice little baby hook there.
Well, neither team with a lot of depth in the front court. There's Banks. Nice extension to just lay it in with the finger roll after the screen and roll action.
Pretty good pace minus the turnover so far.
Randall to the corner. They swing it for Lewis. Lewis dribbles through traffic. Now right wing. One more pass to the corner. Back for Dozier. The ball's flying around the perimeter. And Lewis knocks down a three.
Boy, the defense could not get around fast enough. That was just outstanding. Just quick passing.
Hot potato.
Yeah.
Lewis finally left with enough space. That was good defense by the Legends.
They did great to make that happen.
Just chasing the ball around. Good defense there by Lewis, poking it away from Riller. Riller, though, gets it into the paint. Now he's going to fade away off one leg. Shot is off the mark. Hit the rim a couple of times, but wouldn't fall. Iowa with the rebound. Dozier with it. PJ kind of surveys. Now puts it on the deck. Left hand dribble into the paint. And he hits a little 6-foot floater for the bucket.
Yeah, a little contact there, but he still got it in. No call made, but nice strong move by PJ.
Here's Udai Baba. Baba should have been a double dribble. Am I missing something there?
I don't think you were.
Here's a 4-on-2 the other way after the Baba turnover. And Dozier catches, fires, left corner three is good.
Oh, outstanding passing game so far.
Timeout is called. We'll take it with them. The Wolves 15, the Legends 7. We'll have more Wolves basketball right after the break. Yeah, back here live at the Wells Fargo Arena in Des Moines. 7:22 to go here in the first. And we're going to be handed some early numbers here, Tony, but I don't have to see the sheet to know that Iowa's shooting the ball pretty well.
Well, they're passing the ball very well and finishing there, so the extra passes, 5 assists already for Iowa on their 6 makes.
Well, and 3 of 4 from behind the arc from 3, so Iowa shooting 6 of 10, 60% overall. And Texas just 37.5%, but we're only 8 shots into the ball game for the Legends.
By the way, Sunday is Alpha's Puppy Bowl Day. Bring your dog to the game. A Howl Towel giveaway for the first 1,000 fans, and the Wolves bandana for the first 250 dogs at the game. Go to iawolves.com for ticket information. That's Sunday, February 12th, 1 o'clock tip against Stockton. Then Monday, it's a noon game with the same Stockton Kings Community Day game, special 12 o'clock tip-off. Go to iawolves.com.
I'm going to bring my 85-pound Labradoodle to sit between us for that game on Sunday, if that's all right.
That'll be fine.
Here's a 3 right out of the little break there. And it was off the mark, no good. Iowa with the rebound. Bounce pass inside. Dozier quickly, and he gets it to go. Boy, good body control by PJ. Just turns and calmly knocks down the little mid-range jumper. And through the lane, a pretty move there by Tajay Moore.
First bucket for Moore. By the way, Dozier already in the double figures. He's 2 for 2 from 3, 4 for 4 in the game, and 10 points.
Well, keep it up, PJ.
Yeah.
Craig Randall the second with it out front. Carton looks to drive it. Carton is hit in the air, and that's going to be a foul on number 55, Tajay Moore.
By the way, Texas Legend fans, after the game tonight with the Wolves, they'll be playing at home against the Ignite on the 11th upcoming game for the Texas Legends. And welcome everybody watching on ESPN Plus, NBAGleague.com, MC22 Mediacom, as well as listening on 106.3 FM KXNO.
Well, Chimanga goes right at Mamadou G, who's checked in. Easy bucket for Chimanga with that left hand. Into the paint, stripped away, and the outlet for Dozier. It's
nice.
A good pass, but tough to handle. Now back out for Lewis, and he knocks down a 3-ball. Boy, Iowa.
3, 6 points for Lewis now.
Iowa 13 early here. Here's G through the lane, swatted away by Chimanga, but a foul with the body. So Mamadou G will head to the free throw line to shoot 1 for 2.
Substitutions for Iowa, Jordan Bohannon and Javante Cook both checking in for Iowa, as Craig Randall will take a seat along with PJ Dozier here. Both teams light on the bench, so plenty of playing time for everybody tonight.
Well, Todd Withers will check in, 6'7" forward. So G at the free throw line here. And the shot is up and good. So Iowa has doubled up the Legends here 6 minutes into the first quarter. 22-11 the score. DJ Carton across the timeline for Iowa, goes right by the defender. Look out. Left hand flush. Udai Baba just kind of turned his head to see if the screen was coming, and he looked back and Carton was gone.
Everybody in the place is saying, I wish I could do that just one time, and that includes me.
Hardy with it. Hardy with a nice move, gets it into the paint, but Jordy Chimanga with a volleyball spike block on Hardy. Now it's DJ the other way. And it's a layup on the other end for Javante Cook. And another timeout called by the bench for Texas. Well, 5:24 to go here in the first. 26-11, the Wolves lead the Legends, but more Wolves basketball right after the break. Now back here live at the Wells Fargo Arena in Des Moines. 5:24 to go here in quarter number 1. And the Iowa shooting percentage just keeps improving, Tony. 73% now from the field. 11 of 15, 4 of 5 from beyond the arc.
Yeah, it's crazy. 10 points for PJ Dozier. Jordy Chimanga, Matt Lewis, both with 6 points apiece on the other end. Tyler Hall has a 3. That's his only points of the game. It's just been a tough shooting night. Just 4 of 11 for 36% for the Texas Legends. And Iowa's just been really active, moving, and the ball's just not sticking tonight with Iowa offensively.
Well, and Iowa has 8 rebounds so far in the first quarter and Texas Legends have 2.
Iowa also has 9 assists on their 11 makes. That's a really superior number.
Like to keep that ratio for the rest of the game.
That'll be game over if you do that any night, no matter who you're playing.
So here's Hall getting it back from Gee. Gee regains control, now looks to put it on the floor. Left-hand drive for Gee. Off the mark and a foul called. And I think
Wheeler's looking puzzled. He raises his hand.
Philip Wheeler will pick up the personal. So the lead currently 15 here, 26-11. The Wolves in front, but Mamadou Gee with a chance to shoot 1 for 2 here at the line.
And these two teams met on New Year's Day. It was the Legends winning that one, 138-126. So the pace of this game's headed to that one anyway, but right now it's Iowa in control.
Gee knocked down the free throw, so it's a 26-13 advantage. Here's Javante Cook. Gives it off for Carton. Carton puts it on the floor, and Wheeler gets it back. Not there. Wheeler had his shot blocked, and it's 3-on-1 the other way. And there's a dunk, and there's a technical foul. And
Jeff Newton does not get upset that often that easily, so he's definitely upset.
He doesn't use that word very often, that's for sure. But it might have been warranted. I don't know if you can get a replay of the last Iowa possession, but Coach Newton was not happy about something, and there was a no call for Wheeler when he went to the basket, which led to a run out and a bucket on the other end.
Here's Cartons. There's contact. Nothing. Wheeler goes up. There's contact. Nothing.
Yeah. Well, I've seen worse not called.
Yeah, well, Wheeler got the one on the other end, which wasn't much different than what happened on this end. So,
well, message has been sent.
Yep.
Lewis gives it off for DJ Carton. Back to Lewis. He'll try another 3. This one's up and good.
Lewis is feeling it tonight. That's 9 points on 3 threes.
He's made the adjustment to wearing the face shield now. That's got to be very difficult to focus with that thing on your face, but Matt did a nice job with it in the first game. And on Tuesday morning, here's a 3 by Withers, up and good.
First bucket in the game for Withers.
So Texas settling in here a little bit. They trail 29-19. Oh, crossover dribble and Carton. They swing it around again. Lewis's 3 on the off the mark this time. And the rebound for Tyler Hall. Hall gives it off now into the hands of Gee, and Gee rises up, can't finish. His own tap won't go. And Wheeler controls the defensive rebound. Matt Lewis. Dribble handoff for DJ Carton, but it was just a botched exchange and a steal the other way. And Wheeler, after the errant bounce pass, comes up with a steal for Iowa. Now Javante Cook. Behind the back pass for Lewis. Lewis gets it into the paint. Finds Jordan Bohannon. Straight on 3 for Bohannon off the back of the iron, no good. Javante Cook with the rebound, and he was fouled.
I think Hardy might have picked that one up.
Yeah, Amari Hardy will pick up the personal.
Again, Sunday, it's Alpha's Puppy Bowl game. Bring your dog to the game. It's a 1 o'clock tip against the Stockton Kings. A Hal Towel giveaway to the first 1,000 fans. And Wolves bandana at the first 250 dogs at the game. And Monday, it's Community Day. That's the noon tip-off game against the same Stockton Kings before they take the All-Star break and then come back for their final home game, 3 at the end of the year, but another chance to see the Wolves before they hit the road for a long time, Wednesday, February 22nd against Mexico City.
And Javante Cook knocks down the 2-point free throw. 31-19 the lead here for Iowa. And a quick drive and a bucket for Grant Riller.
Riller now with 4 points in the ball game.
Carton looks to drive, gets by the defender, off the window, no, and Wheeler is fouled. That's going to be Moore picking up the foul.
His second personal. Both teams shorthanded tonight, so if the whistles start blowing, you can have some issues. But
so Philip Wheeler will step to the line here for Iowa. Has not scored yet in the ball game.
So Moore with his 2 fouls has to take a seat, and Hall checks back into the game for the Texas Legends. Tyler wearing number 14.
Philip Wheeler at the free throw line trying to extend the Iowa lead. And the free throw softly falls in, up and good. So Iowa's lead back to 12, 33-21. Still 2:40 to go here in the quarter, and that's going to be a traveling violation on Mamadou Guy.
Got himself in traffic there with the double team coming.
Guy is 6'10" wing player, got a lot of length. Played University of Pittsburgh. Here's Javante Cook for Iowa into the front court. Gets a ball screen from Wheeler. Maybe got away with a little carry there and has his floater erased out of bounds by Guy. It'll be Iowa basketball.
I'm not so sure he wasn't trying to kind of alley-oop it to Wheeler there, but Guy just said, no, I ain't even going that way.
And Craig Randall on the inbound. Steps back, fires a three from the corner, off the rim, no good. Wheeler kept it alive, but Riller able to run it down. Cook stays after it, and Cook has his shot blocked from behind by Guy. Now Wheeler is fouled at the rim.
Wow.
Mamadou Guy protecting that rim.
Boy.
And I think they're going to say that foul was on Todd Withers. Nice job by Guy to block the Cook dunk from behind.
P.J. Dozier will check in, and it's like DJ Carton's going to get a break here. Dozier after that fast start with 10 quick points for Iowa.
So Wheeler will head back to the free throw line. He made his last free throw.
Boy, that was some activity at that rim. That was a man's game there.
See if Wheeler can knock down a second free throw of the night. And this one off the mark, no good. A little short on the free throw by Wheeler. The lead stays at 12, 33-21. Here's Guy on a little handoff now for Riller. Riller back to Guy, and Guy was fouled on his way to the basket.
Randall's going to pick it up with the reach in there.
So Mamadou Guy will go back to the free throw line here for Texas. 2:01 to go here in the first, and the Wolves lead it by 12. Mamadou Guy in the game so far with 6 points. That one off the mark, so he'll stay at 6, and the lead for Iowa stays at 12. Dozier gives it off for Bohannon, right back to PJ. Now Craig Randall gets it into the paint, bounce pass for Dozier. Little off balance three from the wing is good by PJ Dozier.
Wow. Dozier now 3 out of 3 from beyond the arc and 5 for 5 in the game with his 13 points.
Riller through the lane, off the window and in.
Nice strong drive that time by Riller.
Here comes Randall the other way for Iowa. Randall looks to go by the defender, bounce pass to the corner. Wheeler drives baseline and tried to lay it off for Dozier. Got it back though, and off the window and in for Philip Wheeler.
Nice turn there by Wheeler after the pass deflected.
Wheeler with 4 now in the quarter. Here's Guy. Dribble handoff for Hall. Tyler Hall fires the 3 and he knocks it down, and
They're
going to review after the release. It looked like Hall came down on the foot of the defender. So the officials will come over and take a look at it. It might be a technical free throw awarded.
That's
after the made 3.
That'll be a second foul.
So we'll take a timeout. That'll be the second media timeout. When we come back, we'll let you know what the replay review came up with. 38-26 right now. The Iowa Wolves leading the Texas Legends. We'll have more Wolves basketball after the break. They had already taken their 2 media timeouts, so just a quick review there. And it was a technical free throw awarded. Came down Here you see the replay if you're watching on ESPN Plus or MediaCom, but Wheeler, well, I don't know. He did, you know, technically you got to give the player space to come down, and that did not happen. So here's a free throw for Tyler Hall. Iowa's lead is 12 with 1:02 to go here in the first.
Welcome everybody on ESPN Plus as well as MediaCom MC22 and listening on 106.3 FM KXNO in Des Moines and Central Iowa. Iowa Wolves and Texas Legends basketball.
Now the free throw is good. They haven't put the point up on the scoreboard yet. There it is. Here's Dozier going to work. Back pass for Bohannon. Now gives it off for Dozier. And that's an errant pass there by PJ.
He was anticipating Bohannon to go to that open area, and Jordan kind of got stuck there. So turnover again for Iowa.
Now the lead 11, 38-27, 40 seconds to go here. See if they go 2 for 1 here. Hardy across the timeline, doesn't seem to be in much of a hurry. Here's Riller with it out front. Now Withers gets it right back for Riller. Left side it goes. Hardy will try a 3, and he splashes the net from the left wing.
And it's an 8-point game, and Iowa will play for the last shot of the quarter to try to get it to 40 or 41 with a make.
No, Iowa led by as many as 15. It's an 8-point lead right now. Let's see if they can take a double-digit lead into the second quarter. 8 seconds to go here. They're going to double team the ball. Good ball fake by Dozier. Dozier all the way to the front of the rim and dunks it through.
2.6 seconds left. Dozier now with 15 first quarter points on 6 for 6 from the field.
2.6. They took a little time to get it in bounds. Now Mamadou G will fire it up, and he's half-court shot hits the backboard. No harm there. And that's the end of the first quarter. After one, the Iowa Wolves 40, the Texas Legends 30. We'll have more Wolves basketball right after this break. Now back here at the Wells Fargo Arena in Des Moines, 40-30, the Iowa Wolves leading the Texas Legends. It'll be Texas basketball coming out of the timeout. And some shooting numbers, Tony, or some numbers overall here from that first quarter.
Iowa shooting 15 of 27, 56% from the field, 6 of 10, 60% from 3, and they are led by P.J. Dozier, who's perfect, 6 out of 6 from the field, 3 of 3 from 3 for 15 points, and Matt Lewis, who's hit 3 of his 4 threes, has 9 points. The Texas Legends shooting 50%, 10 of 20, 4 of 7, 57% from 3, and they are led by Tyler Hall with 8 points, and off the bench, Mamadou Guy with 6, along with Grant Riller with 6.
So Hardy with it, gets it off for Baba, now gets it right back. And there's a shot at the front of the rim, off the mark, no good, and Bohannon able to wrestle it away. Looked like Tajay Moore that wasn't able to connect.
This game's only been tied 3 times. There have been no lead changes. Iowa led by as many as 15.
Craig Randall fires a 3, off the mark, no good.
He's a little off. He's been shooting the ball well, 0 for 4 to start this game.
And here's Riller into the paint, and count the bucket and a foul. Grant Riller heading to the free throw line. Chance for a 3-point play.
Jordan Bohannon's the one that's going to get called for it.
Now kind of swiped at it.
Yeah, got it
there. And Riller strong enough to get it up over the front of the rim with the finger roll. So the lead down to 8, maybe 7 here with the Riller free throw. And the free throw by Grant Riller's up and good. So less than a minute gone by here in the second. The Wolves lead at 40-33. And Craig Randall running a little bit of point guard here. Bohannon gives it off now for Cook. Javante Cook into the paint. Great bounce pass and a finish by Wheeler.
Wheeler now with a half dozen, but that was a pretty play by Javante. Them two definitely knew what they were doing on that play. Good teamwork. That's 12 assists on 16 makes now for Iowa, John.
Here's Hardy now retreating. Fadeaway shot no good, but rebounded by Texas. Withers wide open for 3. Withers, rather.
Both of his baskets have been 3-point baskets. Just nice, good extra pass because Riller had a look too. Gave it up to more wide open Withers on that one.
There's Bohannon on the baseline. His floater is no good, in and out. And that's last touch by Texas.
Well, that ball did everything but fall in as Jordy Chimanga checking in for Iowa. And Banks checks in for Texas. James Banks III.
Well, Banks and Chimanga very similar from a size standpoint.
14 seconds on the shot clock now as it resets.
Chimanga gives it off for Cook. Javante's floater is no good.
Lost his footing. Yeah. He would have had the rebound.
Exactly. And there's Hardy with a pretty little step around as Bohannon was trying to draw the charge.
It's a 4-point game now, John.
Yeah, Iowa led by as many as 15, but Texas has just slowly chipped away. Randall drives baseline and another turnover for Iowa.
A lot of them have just been forced passes trying to get into the paint.
Here's Banks with a jumper from the free throw line off the mark. Iowa with the rebound. Up ahead for Bohannon. Back for Dozier. Chimanga has it at the left elbow. And Jordy is going to be fouled.
He's saying he was trying to go up for the shot. I don't know if he's going to sell that or not.
I don't know if that's a shooting foul. No. It'll be a side out, it looks like. TJ Carton going to come back on, as is Tyler Hall.
Javante Cook will have a seat now.
So Dozier will, now it's going to be Randall to trigger it in here for Iowa. Again, no Emmanuel Mudiay, no Brandon Sampson tonight due to injuries. Obviously, Matt Ryan and Luka Garza up with Minnesota. Here's Bohannon on the drive. Bohannon off for Dozier. PJ step back 3 for Dozier off the front of the rim, no good.
Well, his first miss was just trying to make something out of nothing there because Iowa kind of got deep in that shot clock. Dozier trying to help out but couldn't hit it.
Here's Riller's 3, short, no good.
Nice tip out by Bohannon, but couldn't get it to anybody. Texas remains in possession.
Here's Baba, bounce pass for Banks. Banks has his shot blocked. Ooh. Here comes Dozier the other way. Gives it off for Randall. Bohannon into a 3, off the rim, no good. And a tip by Dozier, but taken away by Banks. Texas the other way. Here's Hardy, stops at the elbow, jump shot is up and good.
Hardy has 7, we got a timeout.
Well, 8:45 to go here in the second. Timeout called by head coach Jeff Newton. The lead down to 2. 42-40, the Iowa Wolves leading the Texas Legends. We'll have more Wolves basketball right after the break. Back here live at the Wells Fargo Arena in Des Moines. John McDermott alongside Tony Etzeni. The Iowa Wolves have led basically the entire game. They lead at 42-40 right now. And their largest lead of the game, Tony, was 15. But again, Texas is just kind of slowly chipped away, and Iowa's shooting percentages dropped considerably after that red hot start.
Well, the stats we got are not the updated official stats. Iowa's been outscored 12-2 here in the second quarter so far. Again, upcoming games for Iowa, Sunday and Monday. The 12th is Sunday, 1 o'clock tip against Stockton, and Monday, the 13th, a noon tip against Stockton as well. Upcoming game for the Texas Legends, the Ignite on the 11th is their next upcoming game, and then they'll be at the Clippers on the 14th and 15th before the All-Star break.
Iowa with the ball out of the timeout. DJ Carton gives it off for Randall, top of the key. Randall circles into the paint on the left side. Skip pass. Now DJ, top of the key, finds Randall in the corner, and the 3 by Randall off the mark.
He's having a tough shooting night. We've seen him just light it up.
And Baba on his way to the basket. I think they're going to get a foul on Jordan Bohannon.
That's his second.
So it'll be a side out here for Texas. Chance to tie or take the lead with a 3. Yeah, Iowa offensively just been a little stagnant here.
Yeah, Texas has not led from the start of this game. Been 3 ties early, but in all Iowa, the second quarter belongs to the Legends.
Baba turns, fires, the fadeaway shot is off the front of the rim and in.
Shooter's touch, first bucket in the game for Baba. We've seen him get hot too the last time he was here on New Year's Day. Big second half.
Well, 42 all right now. There's Dozier going to work. PJ off the window, no good, and it's going to be a foul on Hardy.
Yeah. Second foul on Hardy now as he just rooted Chimanga out of the paint.
They're going to say a side out. And I believe Matt Lewis will check in here for Iowa, giving Bohannon a break.
Again, join the pack now. Become an Iowa Wolves season ticket holder for the 23-24 season. Visit iowolves.com or call the Wolves at 515-564-8550.
DJ Carton on the inbound. Bounce pass for Lewis. Now it's Chimanga who's fouled again in the paint. And that's going to be James Banks picking up the personal foul.
His first personal.
So Chimanga at the free throw line. Chance to give Iowa the lead back here. We're tied at 42.
Good first half so far. 6 points for Chimanga to go along with, I think, about the same amount of rebounds unofficially. I know he was at that 4 or 5 mark.
And Chimanga's free throw is deep off the mark, and Baba runs it down in the corner. So the Legends tied here with the Wolves with the basketball. Chance to grab a lead here. Be their first of the ball game. Here's Withers. Now Hall will try the 3. Hall off the mark, no good, and they're having a foul on Chimanga, I believe.
Yep. That's his second personal.
Team foul number 3 here in the second quarter. So it'll be a side out, and Mamadou Guy will check back in here for Texas. Withers will head to the Legends bench.
So right now, the Legends a little bit of length out there against this Wolves lineup.
Now Banks has it out front. Dribble handoff for Baba. He's open for a three, and it's up and good.
If he gets hot, you're in trouble. That's 5 now for Baba here in the second quarter, and the first lead of the game for the Texas Legends.
Now Carton went underneath the ball screen. Here's Dozier. Same thing the other way. Three won't go.
Boy, how's that not a foul?
Chimanga, reverse layup, no good, and a foul called.
I don't know how hard he got away. I mean, he stuck his hip right under Chimanga, and he could have gotten her.
Same play as the last time.
Yes.
The only difference is Chimanga didn't hit the floor.
Yeah.
There, you got a foul. I think it was Udai Baba picking up the personal.
Now we got Javante Cook checking in, and PJ Dozier will have a seat now for the Wolves.
So Jordy back at the line here, missed his last free throw.
Riller in for Hardy on the other end for the Texas Legends. So Grant Riller back into the game. He has 9 points off on this start.
And Chimanga's free throw again. That one off the backboard. That was a little bit strong there by Jordy. So Iowa with just 2 points here in the first 5 minutes of the quarter. After a 40-point first quarter.
Yeah.
Here's Baba. And what do we got?
Chimanga again, that's 3.
Oh. So that's going to bring Philip Wheeler off the bench for Iowa. Jordy picking up that third. You see a replay here. Kind of got a hold of Banks there. Iowa looks like they're kind of debating on how they want to defend that ball screen. Here's Riller. Dribbles into the paint, now back out to the wing. Now step back, mid-range jumper is up and good by Grant Riller.
Double figures for Riller now with 11, and the Legends lead is now to 5. 40-30 at the first quarter break, and the Legends now have 17-2 run here in the second quarter.
There's a really tough shot by Craig Randall to kind of break the momentum here a little bit.
And Randall's going to be needed. He's 0 for 6 in the field till that make, and that was a tough make. Randall we need him on that offensive end.
Riller into the paint, fade away from the left wing is good.
He is so good at just getting that guy off his hip and just fading off to that left side. That's a couple times now he's done that.
Here's Carton. DJ looks to drive it, now backs it out with the dribble. Here's Randall on the wing. Randall tries a three. That one's good.
There he comes. When he gets hot, he can bring you right back into it. Down to a 2-point game, 5 straight points for Randall.
Yeah, Withers, or check that, Hall lost the handle but gets it back. Now Hall tries to drive it, nothing there. They switch to the corner, and it's a nice pass there by Baba, but Banks misses the first but taps it in for the rebound. Matt Lewis was asking for a basket interference. I thought it was a good tap in. Here's Lewis. Nice pass for Wheeler, and Wheeler has his shot blocked out of bounds by Banks. Iowa will keep possession here. 5:09 still to go here in the first half.
Todd Withers checking into the game now for the Legends, and Banks after that block will go back over to the bench.
So 11 on the shot clock. Cook will trigger it in. Baseline right here for Iowa. In it goes for DJ Carton. Now Randall, same spot he made the last 3. Bounce pass inside for Wheeler. Wheeler's going to be an offensive foul. Just hooked the defender with that left hand.
So we have Chimanga with 3 fouls and Wheeler with 3 fouls. We're going to be small tonight if it gets worse.
Well, and here comes Dozier. Probably to replace Wheeler. We'll see. Yep, he'll come in for Wheeler, so Iowa goes ultra small.
Yeah.
Yeah, if PJ Dozier is your 5, that's a small lineup.
Yeah. Yes, it is.
Basically a bunch of guys that are 6'2 to 6'5 out there. And Texas has some length out there with Guy and Withers. Here's a 3, and that one's good. Tyler Hall knocks it down from the right corner.
And now he has 11 in the ball game. This game just really turned upside down quickly. I guess not quickly. It's been a bludgeoning here in the second quarter. Iowa with just 7 second quarter points with 4:35 to go. That was a foul and nothing called. I mean, right in front of us.
Yeah, it was should have been an easy call. Lewis fires baseline jumper off the mark, no good. Rebound by Riller.
Wow.
Here's Riller on the other end. He loses the handle, and it was last touch by Texas.
Riller trying to draw the foul, but Lewis did a good job of staying straight line there. And no call. Turnover.
Well, nearing the 4-minute mark here in the second quarter, 54-47. Legends lead is 7. Iowa led by 15 in the first.
Ball was not sticking in the first. The ball's been stuck here in the second. Oh.
Oof. And Carton has to save it. And into the hands of Baba. Baba gives it off for Gee, and he elevates and dunks it home. And another timeout called. Well, 3:54 to go here in quarter number 2. It's the Iowa Wolves trailing by 9, 56-47. The Legends lead the Wolves. More Wolves basketball after the break. Now back here for the final 3:54 of the first half. Kind of a tale of two quarters here. Iowa led by 10 after one, 40-30. But they've been outscored 26-7 here in the second quarter, Tony.
And the ball was just moving real sharply in the first quarter. It's just been bad here in the second. Iowa with 6 turnovers in the ball game, but now from shooting 59% most of the first quarter down to 45% for the game on 18 of 40. They were shooting 60% from 3, now 44% on 7 of 16, while Texas is now up to 55% from the field on 21 of 38 from the field and 58% from 3 on 7 of 12. And they have committed 5 turnovers. 13 for Grant Riller, 11 for Tyler Hall, leading the way for the Texas Legends. P.J. Dozier leads Iowa with 15.
Here's DJ Carton. He looks to drive it. DJ kicks to the corner. Extra pass for Randall. Randall from the wing knocks down the 3 ball.
And Randall's been the savior in this quarter. He scored all 8 of his points in this quarter. Iowa's only scored 10.
Now the lead just 6, 56-50. Here's Hardy with it on the wing. Hardy crosses over on Carton. Has it now. Nice pass inside. Withers just kind of snuck in there and found an opening in the paint. Hardy found him. 58-50. Randall to the corner. Javante Cook's 3 is off the side of the backboard. Tyler Hall gives it off for Riller. Riller with a running start. Goes right at Lewis and off the glass. Gets it to go.
I think he likes going to his left more than he likes going to his right. He's made a number of shots that way. Riller now with 15.
Dozier. Now Randall, top of the key. Bounce pass inside for Carton, and Carton was fouled from behind.
Riller's going to get it. And Carton will go to the free throw line with this one.
Team foul number 5 for Texas, so that puts DJ at the line.
But Iowa's missed 3 free throws, 2 out of 5, so they've left 6 points off the board, while Texas has hit 5 of their 6 free throw attempts.
And Chimonga checks back in. He's going to give Javante Cook a break. Fairly certain he's got 3 fouls.
Yes.
So they're hoping they can steal 2.5 minutes here out of Jordy.
Chimanga and Wheeler both with 3 fouls. Iowa's only size.
And the free throw by Carton is up and good, and DJ trying to get a steal in the backcourt. 60-52. Texas leads it here by 8. Riller and a legal screen there by Banks after the little dribble handoff.
He kind of moved Chimanga right out of the way.
So Iowa trying to cut into that 8-point lead. They need a little run here to kind of get back close as they can to even before the halftime break.
And Iowa led by 15 early. Legends led by 10 here just a moment ago. Then only 1 lead change, and the game's been tied 4 times in this one.
Carton into the paint. Now finds Dozier. Dozier goes to work. Randall. Good close out there by Hardy. 2 on the shot clock. Randall's going to have to fire. Does. Front rim no good. And kept alive and last touched out of bounds by Texas. So it'll stay with Iowa.
I thought Chimanga got that hand out there, but maybe I
did too, but nobody argued.
No, nobody did.
There's Dozier on the inbound 3 is no good. And that's a travel. No call. Again, happened right in front of the official, and there's a bucket and a foul on the other end. The officials there, Matt Lewis talking to the baseline official. Just another strong drive by Grant Riller. He's been virtually unstoppable.
Yeah, he's been tough. He likes the contact too. He is not shy to get in there and mix it up. He'll take that contact and put it in. He has 17 game-high points now for the Texas Legends, who are a chance to go up by 11, which would be their biggest lead of the game.
And Riller knocks down the free throw. So Riller with 18, and the lead is now 11 for Texas. Minute 49 clock running here in the second quarter. Randall gives it off Chimanga. Chimanga flips it up with the left hand and in.
That wasn't easy. He has 8 points in the ball game.
So here's Riller with it on the right wing. And a 3 ball from the corner, misses everything. Now it's Dozier. Dozier circles back to the right wing. Swing it around for Carton. DJ is tripped by Riller, so DJ Carton will head back to the free throw line. 2 on Riller now.
Again, thanks everybody for watching on ESPN Plus, NBAGleague.com, Mediacom Channel 22, MC22, and listening on 106.3 FM, KXNO, Des Moines Sports Radio. To Iowa Wolves and Texas Legends basketball. Fast start for Iowa, led by 10 at the end of the first quarter, 40-30, but I struggled here in the second quarter, and Texas has kind of copied what Iowa did in the first here in the second.
Well, they've outscored Iowa 33-14 here in the quarter, after Iowa was off to a 40-30 advantage after 1.
And Carton, Iowa can ill afford anybody else going out, starting with Sampson out and Moutier out, as well as Matt Ryan and Garza up at the big club. But Texas is in the same position without Dorsey, Tyler Dorsey, A.J. Lawson, McKinley Wright, and Olin Carter III. So both teams are limited tonight. And Iowa's already got themselves in some foul trouble with a couple of guys. So,
well, the difference here in the second quarter, at least, has been Grant Riller with the 18 points.
And really, thank goodness Randall found his shot, because his 8 points been huge just to keep Iowa close. Otherwise, it could be a lot worse right now.
So it'll be DJ Carton after they finally got that spot wiped up. DJ Carton at the line. And the free throw by Carton is up and good.
Carton now with a half dozen. We've got an infection control timeout, 30-second timeout, so we'll just stay here. Again, Texas Legends fans out there listening and watching, the Igniter coming home to your place on the 11th, and then you'll hit the road at the Clippers on the 14th and the Warriors on the 15th before the All-Star break. For Iowa Wolves fans, Sunday, 1 o'clock tip against Stockton. It's the dog game, where you can bring your dog to the game, and all kinds of goodies for the dog. You'll have a bandana for the 250 dogs at the game, a Howl Towel giveaway for the first 1,000 fans. It's a bring your dog to the game against Stockton on Sunday at 1 o'clock. And then Monday the 13th, that's a noon game against the same Stockton Kings. Community Day, special noon tip-off time. Go to iawolves.com for ticket information.
Well, they took a 30-second infection control timeout to 10 to DJ Carton. And it looks like they were able to get the, I think he just had a little rub on his knee, a little strawberry there on his knee. That was
7-point lead for the Legends. 1:16 to go. Let's see if Iowa can chip away at this before the half. But Texas has been solid here in the second quarter.
Here's Hardy into the paint. Hardy on the drive, drops it off for Banks.
Nice two-man game there.
Banks just throws it down with two hands.
Banks has a half dozen now.
And the lead is 9. For the Legends, 65-56. Randall up top for Dozier. Straight on three for PJ is good.
Oh, he's been quiet here in the second quarter. Now 18 points for Dozier after starting out 6 for 6 from the field. Boy, that ain't a carry.
Carton. Now it's Hardy on the drive. Chimanga. And we got a foul, I believe, on Hardy. Was it after the bucket? That might be one where they take
third foul.
They take a look at it.
I don't know what happened.
It was after the play. And you see Hardy with the drive, finish, and then just a little incidental contact, I guess, with Carton.
That's 3 on Hardy if it is, I think. They haven't posted it yet. They're going to stand with it. Yep, his third foul. So he goes to the bench here with 35 seconds to go in the half.
I don't know how they didn't count the basket. The basket went in and then the foul occurred.
Yeah.
And it was not on the player guarding him.
I'm confused on this one myself, John.
They did not count the basket.
Oh, boy.
There's a run out on the other end. DJ Carton swats it away.
Oh.
And that's a...
If it's a foul, it's on the Bonnie because it looked like ball when he went up there.
Yeah, you see the replay. DJ just sizing up Baba. Goes up. Baba leans, pushes off with the offhand. There's no foul call there. If anything, it was an offensive foul. Oof. Probably, to me, just a play on. I mean,
yeah, there was nothing there.
25.7 seconds to go here left in the first half, and Baba's going to go to the free throw line. And he misses the free throw, and last touch by Iowa as Banks kept it alive. So 14 seconds on the shot clock. 22.9 on the game clock here.
Wheeler's going to come in now, going for Jordy. Both of them have 3 fouls, so it's like,
what's the difference?
Come see,
who's
come
less
saw.
likely to commit the foul, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah.
So they triggered in and give it off for Banks. Now it's Tyler Hall working on the perimeter. Lewis guards him. Hall, tough contested shot off the mark, no good. 10 seconds to go. The lead is 6 for Texas. Randall sizes up the defender. Randall's going to try and get off a 3. Gets it off. Shot is off the front of the rim. No good. Thought we waited too long to get that. I'd want something going to the rim there, but Iowa settles for the contested 3. That was no good, and that's the end of the first half. Texas 65, Iowa Wolves 59. We'll have more Wolves basketball right after this break. Well, back here at the half, Wells Fargo Arena in Des Moines. John McDermott alongside Tony Etseni. The Texas Legends in town taking on the Iowa Wolves. And Tony, Iowa got off to a red hot start and they led by 10 at the end of the first. But it was a 35-19 advantage for the Texas Legends there in quarter number 2. And right now a 65-59 lead for Texas.
Yeah, Texas with a couple players in double figures. Grant Riller with 18 points. Tyler Hall has 11. Good job off the bench by Amadou Guy, Amari Hardy, and Todd Withers, who have combined for 23 points off the bench. 6 points for James Banks III and 5 for Udai Baba. For the Iowa Wolves, they only shot 45% from the field, led by P.J. Dozier, who started out 6 of 6, ended up 7 of 11 from the field, 4 of 7 from 3 with 18 points. Matt Lewis has 9, 8 for Jordy Chimunga to go with the 6 rebounds, and Craig Randall the second also with 8 points. 6 for DJ Carton and Philip Wheeler, and 4 for Javante Cook. The leading scorers for both teams, Iowa trailing by 6.
Well, and you look at the plus-minus numbers, which don't always tell the whole story, but sometimes I like to look at those. The bench players for Texas with, you know, good plus-minus numbers, 11 on to the positive side for Hardy, 9 for Withers. And then you look at the bench players that have played for Iowa, all 3 players in double-digit negative numbers there. So the bench of Texas really getting it done versus the bench play of the Iowa Wolves.
In the first quarter, the Legends shot 50% from the field. Now for the game, shooting 57%. Iowa shot 56% from the field in the first quarter at 44% now. So that tells you they shot about 34% in the second quarter, and that's why Texas have outscored Iowa 35-19 and has the 6-point lead. There was 1 lead change, 4 ties in this game. Again, Iowa led in the opening quarter by as many as 15, and the Legends led by 11, but right now it's a toss-up, 6-point lead for the Texas Legends.
Yeah, both teams have turned it over 7 times, rebounding pretty even. You know, right now, you're down 6 points. You're down 2 possessions going into half, so not that big a deal, but it's how you got there, blowing a 15-point lead and now trailing by 6 at the half. If you're Iowa, adjustment-wise, player-wise, what needs to change? What needs to happen here in the second half?
Well, you got to guard the paint better, but the problem is both of Iowa's big guys have 3 fouls, so Texas is going to attack the paint. How are you going to guard that paint? Because Texas 32-22 with points in the paint. That's the difference in this ball game. So that is something to worry about. Grant Riller, though, has, who is it? Somebody else. Yeah, Riller has 3 fouls. He's been big for the Legends in the first half.
Riller with just 2.
Oh, 2. I missed that.
But there are a couple players with 3 for Texas. It's Amari Hardy and Tajay Moore.
Okay.
Those 2 players both with 3 fouls. So each team has a little bit of foul trouble in what's already kind of a depleted roster for both teams.
Yep.
They've only played 8 players each team. So if you get a couple guys fouling out of this game, I mean, obviously that would favor, you know, the opposite team. But yeah, right now foul trouble in the front court for Iowa with the 2 bigs. And the foul trouble for Texas is in the backcourt with a couple of guards.
Well, it's crazy how the ball movement in the first quarter for Iowa. Second quarter, Texas really did some adjusting then and really stopped in Iowa. The turnovers were trying to make that extra pass where it was really crowded. Texas jammed things up in that paint trying to get that pass in. On the other end, Texas did a good job of those pick and roll moves to the paint and got some easy buckets.
All right, we'll take a timeout. When we come back, it'll still be halftime, but we're going to take a look at the schedules for both of these teams coming up. Iowa with a couple more home games here before they hit the road for the vast majority of the later part of February and into March. But the Texas Legends, however, kind of a little bit more of a mixed bag. But we'll take a look at the schedules when we come back. Right now at the half, it's the Iowa Wolves trailing by 6 here, 65-59. The Legends in front. More Wolves basketball after the break. Yeah, back here live at the Wells Fargo Arena in Des Moines. John McDermott alongside Tony Etzeni. The Iowa Wolves trailing here by 6, Tony. They got off to that fast lead, but now 65-59, the Legends in front, and got an opportunity. We mentioned the Dog Day coming up here on Sunday, but that's the next home game here for the Wolves. Super Bowl Sunday will have a little bit earlier start than normal to accommodate those who want to get home and watch the big game on Sunday, but look ahead a little further here for both of these teams.
Yeah, Iowa on the verge with their 9 home games, finishing up with, after Texas tonight, Stockton on Sunday and Monday, and then the All-Star break, and then Mexico City comes to town after the All-Star break on February 22nd, and then Iowa hits the road, and only 3 home games remain. March 13th, and then the final 2 games of the regular season on March 22nd and 25th, they will be road warriors. For Texas, they will play the Ignite on the 11th of February. Then they hit the road on the 14th and 15th with the Clippers and the Warriors clubs, and then the All-Star break before coming home with the Herd on the 24th and the Vipers on the 25th. And really, they are kind of 2 games on, 2 games off, at home and away for the Texas Legends. For Iowa, with the Iowa High School Wrestling Tournament and the Girls and Boys State Basketball Tournament, the availability of the Wells Fargo Arena becomes almost extinct. So they go on the road for what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 straight games, 10 out of 11 on the road before finishing up the regular season with 2 home games.
Well, and if you look at the lead, well, back to this ball game, and you've got an 18-point scorer to lead both teams here in the first half. It was Grant Riller with 18 points, also had 3 assists and 3 rebounds for the Texas Legends, and it was 18 points for PJ Dozier, who was on fire early. He had 6 of 6 on his first 6 attempts. He finishes the half with 18 points, also with 3 rebounds and a couple assists. Another big number that jumps out off the scorers report here, 8 assists in the first half for DJ Carton. DJ just one of 4 from the field. He made a couple of 2-point free throws, so DJ with 6 points to go along with those 8 assists. But he's the guy, I think, that's going to need to be more aggressive, getting to the basket and creating here in the second half if Iowa's going to dig out of this 6-point disadvantage here.
Of course, Iowa without Brandon Sampson, who's been out now for the 3rd straight game with Iowa after taking a hard fall 41 seconds into a game a week ago. And then, of course, the last game, the injury issue with Emmanuel Mudiay, and so he is out for tonight's game for Iowa. But the other side, the Texas Legends only coming in with 8 guys themselves, with a couple of guys up at the big club, and Olin Carter III and Tyler Dorsey not with the team here tonight. So both teams shorthanded in this NBA G League game. Iowa 5-11 coming in, Texas 4-10.
Yeah, and I think based off of how Brandon Sampson is moving around and Mudiay as well, hopefully those guys are going to be back here in the next game or 2. A tweaked ankle and a lower back injury, I think, are the 2 issues for those 2 players. So hopefully Iowa can get both of those guys back. And who knows with the guys up there. You got Luka Garza scoring 25 points in a basketball game. I doubt we may not see him the rest of his career here in this league. I don't know why we would. The type of numbers and the efficiency he's been showing up in the NBA level. All right, we'll take our final halftime break. About 3 minutes before we get back underway. 65-59. It's the Legends leading the Iowa Wolves here at the half. More Wolves basketball after the break. Now back here at the Wells Fargo Arena in Des Moines, John McDermott alongside Tony Edsetti getting set for quarter number 3 here. Coming out of the halftime break, it looks like Iowa will start the ball game the same way start the half the same way they started the ball game, with Matt Lewis, PJ Dozier, Jordy Chimanga, Craig Randall the second, and who's our 5th starter, Tony? DJ Carton. He was down on his knee tying his shoe. I couldn't see him, but for the Legends, it'll be Hall, Baba, Riller, Tajay Moore, and Banks, the 5 starters for the Legends as we get back underway here.
And welcome everybody watching and listening on the platforms tonight. ESPN Plus, NBAGleague.com, on MC22, Mediacom in Des Moines, and 106.3 FM KXNO Des Moines Sports Radio. What happened here?
We started the shot clock before Riller touched the basketball.
Started all over again. Starting all over.
Well, when Riller,
I won't sing that.
When Riller touched the ball, it was already 21 on the shot clock. So now we get back underway for real this time. Riller has it in the front court, now on the right wing for the Legends. Hall tries a 3 ball. That's off the mark, no good. Banks keeps it alive. His turnaround jumper's off the mark. And Chimanga with the rebound. 7th
rebound for Chimanga to lead both teams on the boards.
DJ into the front court for Iowa. Carton will get a ball screen from Chimanga. Now Lewis off a screen. 3 ball is up off the back of the iron, no good. Run down by Moore. Moore quickly ahead for Baba. Udai Baba gives it off. Now gets it back from Banks. 3 ball from the wing is good for Udai Baba.
Yeah, Dozier went under the screen and Baba said, thank you, I'll take this 3. And Baba can hit those open looks. That's 8 now for him.
Dozier gives it off for Chimanga, and he is fouled by Baba. So Jordy Chimanga back to the free throw line here.
Second personal on Baba. Moore on the floor has 3 for the Legends. Of course, Chimanga has 3 for the Wolves. It's on the floor right now.
Chimanga with 8 points in the first half. Chance to get the double digits here with a 2-point free throw.
He struggled at the line, though. He had a couple of opportunities and did not make either one of them in the first half. And he missed it again. He's left 6 points off the board at the free throw line.
Those would come in handy right about now.
Yes, they would.
Baba thought about a 3. Passes it up. Now Riller into the paint. His runner is up and good.
Well, that's a patented move. He gets in the end and just takes it, fades off to that left side every time, and really knows how to use the rim. He has 20 game-high points.
Randall gets it to the baseline, and I think he stepped on the baseline. Right now, the offense, just a lot of dribbling, and started the game with such good ball movement.
Yeah.
That time the entire possession just consisted of Randall dribbling around until he finally found himself on the baseline.
And if you just joined us, Iowa led by 15 in the first quarter, led 40-30 at the end of the first quarter, but the Legends own the second quarter and have led by as many as 11, which they do right now.
Riller, another mid-range jumper, up and good.
And now they lead by 13, their biggest lead of the ball game. Just 2 different games in the first half. Each quarter was Iowa's in the first and the Legends in the second, and Texas starting off right where they began that second quarter here.
Here's Randall. 3 from the wing is up and good for Craig Randall the second.
He started out 0 for 7 from the field. He's now 4 for 11, including 3 3-pointers now.
Riller has it off for Baba. Baba puts it on the floor. To the corner it goes. The 3 is off the mark for Moore. And Dozier with the rebound for Iowa. TJ down the right side. Now circles back to the top of the key. And Dozier is fouled by Baba.
2 quick fouls on Baba, giving him 3 now in the game. So he joins that 3-foul club. Udai Baba.
So it'll be a side out here for Iowa, trailing 10.
I don't know what he did there. I was kind of, Dozier leaned into him, but Baba picks up that personal.
Chimanga gets the inbound. Now Lewis gives it off for Carton. Bounce past Chimanga, and Jordy flushes it through with the left hand.
9th assist for Carton. 10 points now for Jordy. And a 13-point lead is down to 8.
Riller, 3-ball, up and good.
Going under them screens, and boy, Texas is making them pay for it. And Riller has been outstanding. Now 25 points in the ball game.
Here's Lewis around a screen. Lewis into the paint, front rimmed it, no good. One and done there for Iowa. Riller back the other way. Into the corner. Now top of the key for Banks. Banks gives it off for Baba. Back into the corner for Moore. Now it's Hall. Good ball movement, but pretty good defense for Iowa here. And Banks loses it out of bounds. It'll go back to Iowa. They trail it though by 11 here, 75-64, 8:41 to go in the quarter.
Good defensive set by Iowa. Even if they got that loose ball, there was only 2.4 left when it went out of bounds. So.
Yeah, right now, just the overall energy of the Wolves is not there. Here's Randall. Finds Carton. DJ looks to drive it. Finds Chimunga. Chimunga spins and double dribbles. But you see the walking back the other way. It's just a slow walk, heads down.
The energy level in the first quarter to the second and this early part of the third is definitely noticeable.
Yeah, somebody's got to kind of take control of that. Just kind of get these guys fired back up here. Here's Baba. Now Riller. Riller around a screen. Riller rises up, 3 on the way. No good this time. Well contested by Carton. Now it's Dozier. Back for Randall. Randall rises up, fires the 3, and it's good.
Randall now to 14 points. He struggled early, but boy, without his 14 points in the second and early third quarter, we've been in a deep hole right now. 8-point game again.
There's Moore on the attack. Moore through the lane. They say count the basket.
It's only 4 points for Moore. Going to the line to try to do the and one here.
So a chance at a 3-point play. You see him just cradle the ball through traffic, and then
Chimunga picking up his 4th personal there.
So a 1-point free throw upcoming here. 77-67 right now. The lead 10 for Texas. Tajay Moore at the line. Kind of a quiet first half for Moore. He got into some foul trouble. Completes the 3-point play there. Here's Iowa back the other way with Carton. Carton around a screen out top. And it's going to be a steal the other way. Carton turns it over. Now Tajay Moore backs down the defender. Rises up, shot no good. Second putback attempt won't fall.
Moore wants a foul, and now we got a technical foul on Moore. He was not happy about the no call there.
So Tajay Moore picks up a tee, and Iowa will shoot a technical free throw. I think Iowa was a little, they had numbers the other way.
One thing Texas has done when Iowa's drove into the paint and they're looking for the kick out, they've anticipated those passes and really ate up those passing lanes, and that's the turnovers Iowa's had a lot of when they're trying to get in, make something happen. Texas is doing a really good job anticipating cutting off those passing lanes. Lewis hits the free throw.
Yeah, cuts the lead back to 10, 78-68, Legends in front.
So Lewis now to 10 points in the ball game with that free throw.
Iowa inbounds, now it's Randall. Randall, a long 3, that's no good. Dozier keeps it alive and runs down the rebound. Now it's Carton from the corner, 3 is in and out, no good. Dozier right there on the offensive glass was fouled on the putback. So P.J. Dozier will head to the free throw line.
3rd foul on Banks with that foul.
A little better activity though,
yes,
on that possession.
Dozier to the line. Iowa's left some points, 6 points, all of them. 3 free throws by Chimunga were missed, so 4 of 7 from the free throw line. Texas 6 of 8 in this ball game so far.
So Dozier's free throw is up and good, and the lead back to 8.
Dozier 20 in the ball game. He had 15 real quick in that first quarter.
Texas 78, Iowa 70. Excuse me. Here's Riller working around a screen, gets to his spot, shot off the mark, no good, and It's going to be basket interference, I believe.
Yep, that's what they call it. I thought Chimanga was about ready to pick up his 5th foul when that whistle blew where he was at. And we got a timeout.
Yep, timeout called. 7 minutes to go here in the third. The Texas Legends 78, the Iowa Wolves 70. We'll have more Iowa Wolves basketball right after this break. Fargo Arena in Des Moines. 7 minutes to go here in the third. And it's the Texas Legends 78, the Iowa Wolves 70. And Iowa, pretty even half so far. The Legends have outscored Iowa 13-11 here in the third quarter, Tony.
Grant Riller's been outstanding, 11 of 16 from the field to lead all scorers to 25 points for the Texas Legends. Tyler Hall's 11. That's the only double-figure scorers for Texas. Iowa has 4 players in double figures. P.J. Dozier has 20, 14 for Craig Randolph the second, and Jordy Chimanga and Matt Lewis with 10 apiece. Chimanga, by the way, 9 game-high rebounds, and DJ Carton has 9 game-high assists, but Iowa's still down, besides all that, by 8.
Well, down 8, but with the basketball. Still, obviously, tons of game left here. Iowa just kind of waiting for them to put that run together here and see if it comes out of this timeout. Here's Carton. Looks to drive it. Carton gets to the rim and lays it up and in.
DJ 8 points now in the ball game, and the lead down to 6, as close as Iowa has been in a while.
Since the halftime break, basically. That was the lead at halftime, and there's a turnover the other way. Banks trying to find a cutting Tajay Moore, but I don't think Moore was looking for that one.
9th turnover for Texas. Iowa has committed 10 in this ball game.
78-72. Iowa trailing here by 6. There's a pass inside. Tough handle. Matt Lewis comes up with it. Corner 3 on the way by Dozier, doesn't fall.
Oh, nice hands.
Lewis keeps it alive and grabs the rebound. Now Matt Lewis drives it. Finger roll up for Lewis and good.
Lewis with a dozen now, and Iowa to within 4. Well, a little bit more energy you're asking for, John. It's come back here.
Hardy into the paint. Hardy flips it up with the right hand. That won't fall. Rebound DJ Carton. Bounce pass the other way for Randall. Randall tries a deep 3. Doesn't even draw iron. And nearly a turnover, but instead it's Hardy the other way. And Hardy is going to be fouled, I think, by Randall.
Randall said he didn't touch him. I mean, he just looked surprised. I don't.
It almost looked like Hardy lost his footing. We'll see if Randall bumped him a little bit here.
There is nothing.
Yeah,
I mean, there was
his foot looked like slid out from underneath him. It looked like more than anything.
There was nothing. There was a foot of space between both of them.
Yeah, that's just maybe not the right call, but play on. So at the line, it's Amari Hardy, and the free throw is up and good. Danced around on the rim a little bit and falls through. The lead back to 6 for Texas.
Randall now with 3 fouls, by the way, on that foul call.
Here's Chimanga inside, puts it on the floor and loses it. That's been his kind of bugaboo, just bringing the ball down. And Baba loses it on his way up. He wanted a foul, didn't get it.
Yeah.
When Jordy catches it up around his head, it's just got to be a turn and score versus dribble or bring the ball down below the waist. Randall standing dribble out front, crosses over the defender. Craig Randall gets into the body, up and in with the left hand. Took a little bump from Banks, but he stayed vertical, so no foul.
Yeah, he kind of, that three-point shot was probably not one you wanted to take when he did, but that's a good drive right there.
There's a good cut there and a nice finish. Tajay Moore.
Moore now with 7 in the game off that assist, and it's a 6-point lead again for the Legends.
Randall with it. Dribble handoff for Bohannon. Jordan kicks it for Javante Cook. Cook finds Lewis. Lewis fires a three. That's off the mark. And rebounded by Banks. Quickly Baba the other way. Hardy had to backtrack a little bit to gain possession. Now Hardy on a step back jumper off the back of the iron. No good. Bohannon with the rebound. Looks to push it the other way. Randall thought about it from 30. Yeah. Instead, now he'll take a step in and fire, and it's up and good.
Start of the game 0 for 7. He's not 19 points now. When he gets it going offensively, he's pretty darn good.
Well, it's a one-possession lead, 82-79, Texas in front. Hardy stops, pops, shot is off the mark again, and Lewis with the rebound. Boy, Hardy's settled for a couple mid-range jumpers.
We've only had 1 lead change and 4 ties in this game.
Randall shot no. Tip follow won't go by Chimanga. Now here comes Tajay Moore into the corner. Withers' three is up and good.
That's a little savior there. Withers now to 11 points on that 3-point basket. And back to a 6-point lead go the Texas Legends. Oh boy.
And the ball poked away. Bohannon has it knocked away. Moore looks to drive it. Moore goes right at Bohannon. Bohannon fouls him. Shot doesn't go.
That'll be the 3rd foul on Bohannon in the ball game.
So Tajay Moore will head to the free throw line.
A lot of substitutions coming in. DJ Carton, Philip Wheeler for the Iowa Wolves. On the other end, Mamadou Guy checking into the ball game. Grant Riller back in, and was it Hall that just came back out there, or was he already out there?
Yep, no, Tyler Hall just came back on.
Okay. Again, Sunday, 1 o'clock tip, Stockton Kings. It's Alpha's Puppy Bowl. Bring your dog to the game. Howl towels given away to the first 1,000 fans. Wolves bandana to the first 250 dogs at the game. That's Sunday, February 12th, 1 o'clock tip. And then Monday, February 13th, a noon tip against Stockton Kings as well. Go to iawolves.com for ticket information.
Well, Iowa fortunate, dodges a bullet there as Moore misses the 2-point free throw. So the lead stays at 6, 85-79. Cook will fire a three. That's off the mark, no good. But Wheeler comes up with a loose ball. Wheeler shot off the window and in.
A little contact there on that. Nice steal by Wheeler to give him 8 in the ball game.
And Tajay Moore the other way.
Yep, or answers it real quickly. 9 points on that. Iowa getting back a little late on that after the make by Wheeler.
Oh, Carton, look out. Just crossed over Tajay Moore, and easy 2-hand flush for Carton.
Carton now with 10 points.
Moore will try a three this time, and that's up and good.
And Moore keeps looking over at that Iowa bench saying, here it comes, I've got something coming for you.
Carton again goes right by and lays it up and in. Count the basket and a foul. And we're going to have a timeout called. Timeout on the floor. We'll take it with them. 2:29 to go here in the third. It's the Legends 90, the Iowa Wolves 85. Have more Iowa Wolves basketball after the break. Legends in town taking on the Iowa Wolves. 90-85 right now. Texas leads it, and Iowa's outscored Texas by 1 here. They trailed by 6 at the half. Now it's just 5, Tony.
Yep, we welcome everybody watching on ESPN Plus, Mediacom 22, Channel 22 in Des Moines, and also NBAGleague.com, and listening on 106.3 FM KXNO Sports Radio in Des Moines. The Iowa Wolves are led by P.J. Dozier with 20. Craig Randall II has 19. Matt Lewis and DJ Carton with 12 apiece, and Jordy Chimunga with 10 to go along with his 10 rebounds for a double-double. On the other end, it's Grant Riller lighting it up, 11 of 16 from the field, 25 points. Taze Moore with 12, and Tyler Hall with 11, and off the bench, Todd Withers also with 11 points. James Banks, the third leading rebounder, with 8 for the Texas Legends.
And Carton's free throw up and good, completes the three-point play. And the lead is back to 4 here for the Legends, 90-86.
Carton is an assist away from a double-double now. He has 9 assists in the ball game.
Here's Riller. Riller going to work. Riller reverse layup up and good. They can't stay in front of him, Tony.
He's just been pretty much unstoppable. What he wants to do, he's been able to do for the most part.
Here comes Carton. Carton
As a
to
foul?
the paint again.
Holy mackerel.
Carton. Shot wouldn't go.
Lord.
Up ahead, it's Gee. Gee gives it back for Riller. Now they'll reset. Withers catching fire from the right wing, no good. And they're going to say last touch by Gee. Or no, check that. Last touch by...
They said it was last touch by Wheeler. But
yeah, it was Wheeler. Gee came from behind.
Yeah.
See the replay here.
Yep.
Yeah, and it was
a good call.
Was the right call. Gee has it out front. Gives it off for Tyler Hall. He's matched up with Wheeler. Here comes Hall. 3 on the way by Tyler Hall over the outstretched arms of Wheeler. Falls through.
A well-earned 3 from Hall. He has 14 now, and back to a 9-point lead go the Legends.
Dozier, nice pass for Javante Cook, and Cook can't finish at the front of the rim. Had to alter his shot a little bit as Tyler Hall came to contest. Now Riller into the paint. Riller off the glass. No, but Gee there for the dunk follow.
Gee now with 10 in the ball game, and it's an 11-point lead again, John.
Yep. Little 7-0 spurt here by Texas. Dozier spins. Now Dozier off the glass. No, but a late whistle and a foul on Withers.
That was a late whistle, and Dozier turned around asking what happened here, why am I not getting the call. Withers picking up his 3rd personal.
And Craig Randall's going to check in for Javante Cook. And P.J. Dozier going to try and push this thing back to a single-digit Legends lead here.
Out of the timeout, the Legends are still shooting 53% from the field. Iowa 46%, but the Legends 11 of 20, 55% from 3, while Iowa 12 of 31, 38% from 3.
Dozier with 20 points so far in the game. Chance to make it 22 here with the 2-point free throw. And PJ's free throw is up and good.
He had the fast start, going 6 for 6 from the field, 3 of 3 from 3. Been kind of quiet. Now he's woke up a little bit with 22.
Riller with a standing dribble, inside a minute to go here in the 3rd. Now they'll come with the screen. Riller going to work on Bohannon. Riller shot up, won't, one of the few times it won't go. Carton with the rebound. Here comes Carton the other way. Bohannon looks to drive it. Bohannon has it swatted away. DJ gets it back to Bohannon. Dozier. Now it's Randall. Randall going to size up Hardy. Randall over to Dozier. Long 3 from the right wing is up and good. Wow. Boy, they needed that too.
Big time, and Dozier now with 25 points.
97-91, the lead 6 here for Texas.
So not much change here in this 3rd quarter.
Here's Riller. After the switch, goes at Bohannon again and has his shot altered at the 3rd quarter buzzer. Riller 0 for his last 2, and that's the end of 3 here. Legends 97, the Iowa Wolves 91. More Wolves basketball as we head to the 4th right after the break. Back here live at the Wells Fargo Arena in Des Moines. John McDermott alongside Tony Edseni. Start of the fourth quarter, and it's the Texas Legends leading the Iowa Wolves 97-91. Iowa basketball out of the break.
Well, Iowa won the first quarter by 10. The Legends won the second quarter by 16. They played even in the third. We'll find out who wins this fourth quarter for the victory. 27 for Grant Riller to lead all scorers for the Texas Legends. P.J. Dozier with 25 to lead the Iowa Wolves.
Here's P.J. Dozier going to work on Baba, and Baba's going to pick up
his fourth foul,
and that's going to put Dozier at the line, I believe. Oh, not a shooting foul. I thought it was going to be a shooting foul, but they're going to say side out.
Coach Jeff Newton a little frustrated with that. There's only been one lead change and 4 ties in this game. Iowa led by 15. Texas took the lead and has never relinquished it in the second quarter. That's the only lead change in the ball game.
Here's Randall. They throw a double team at Randall and now recover. Dozier fires a long three, no good. Wheeler
rebound.
Wrestles for the rebound. A Wheeler lost it on the way up, but gets it right back and sticks it in.
Good strong move by Wheeler, even though he has, does he have 3 fouls yet? So, yeah, he still has 3.
Still
so
sitting
he's
on 3. He's holding that right hand like he might have jammed a finger or something.
Well, he did that on that lost ball out of bounds in the third quarter.
Here's Hall. Hall fades away from the elbow. That shot is up and good.
Nice shot there by Hall. He has 16.
So they trade baskets to start the fourth here. The lead for Texas is 6. Carton finds Wheeler. Open 3. Off the mark, no good. And Baba with the rebound. Here comes Udai Baba the other way. Hall back for Baba. Boy, Baba just not looking for that shot like he did the last time we saw him here on New Year's. Here's Riller, hesitates, drives right to the front of the rim and in.
29.
So 101-93, the lead back to 8.
Riller 13 of 21 from the field.
Carton into the paint, fires it to Jordan Bohannon. 3 is off the mark, no good. And Gee comes away with the rebound. And Bohannon's going to pick up a cheap one near midcourt.
That's his 4th personal foul.
Team foul number 1 here on Iowa. So 10-10 to go.
Again, Texas Legends fans, next game will be at home against the Ignite on the 11th of February. Then you'll hit the road before the All-Star break. And then the Herd will come home on the 24th, upcoming game for the Texas Legends. For the Iowa Wolves, Sunday, Monday, 1 o'clock on Sunday, noon on Monday against Stockton before the All-Star break. Upcoming games for both the Texas Legends and the Iowa Wolves.
Gee has it out front for Texas. Crosses over Wheeler. Throws it up and won't go. And Randall comes away with the rebound for Iowa. Iowa trails by 8. Randall has it knocked away.
Ball just stuck in hands right now. Nobody going anywhere.
Now it's Carton on the drive. Carton is fouled, and it's not going to be a shooting foul. Gee took a shot to the head there. Carton's elbow.
Carton was trying to get through there. Gee got into his way, and he took the worst of it because he tried to help out. And Carton was already there. There's not much you could do. Yeah.
So it'll be a side out here. Randall will pass it in here for Iowa.
How many times is a guard going to be up there with Gee when he's up there that high with the elbow? That's how high Carton can get.
Dozier gives it off for DJ. DJ on the drive. And again, a foul.
That's 3 quick fouls on the Legends here.
Is that Gee again?
Hardy got it.
Oh, Hardy gets that one.
So Hardy has 4 now.
So 3 quick team fouls so far here on Texas. But they lead it here by 8. Iowa needs a run here to.
We haven't got past that 6-point hump, John. Got it to 6 a number of times, but
no, they had it to 3 at one point. Bohannon, DJ, back to Jordan. His 3 is in, out, and then back in.
First points in the game for Bohannon, and Iowa within 5 now.
101-96.
Last time they played, it was 138-126 Texas on New Year's Day game here.
Riller matched up with Bohannon. They keep trying to get the switch there. And they're going to say a shooting foul. And they get Wheeler with the reach in.
His fourth.
So Riller's going to shoot one at the line, 1 for 2.
Matt Lewis getting set to check in for the Iowa Wolves here. And it's going to be Dozier, I think, coming out.
Yeah, Dozier will check out. Get him a quick rest here before he comes back. Probably sometime around the 6-minute mark, I would assume. Riller at the lines. Free throw is up and good. And the lead back to 7, 103-96. Here's Carton. Lewis, now Randall. Circles back to the top of the key. Wheeler puts it on the floor. Up top for Bohannon. Now Randall will get a, thought he was going to get a ball screen. Carton goes away. Now a long three by Randall, and the shot off the mark. Wheeler keeps it alive. Ball poked away out of bounds. It'll be Iowa basketball.
Moore checking back in now for the Texas Legend.
Riller goes out. Can't imagine he'll sit for very long.
Jose Moore into the game. He's had a dozen points in his start tonight.
Here's Randall out top. Randall down the lane, off the glass with the left hand and in for Craig Randall II.
I could see him do that a little bit more, John, instead of settling for three. That's 21, and last couple of his baskets have been on the drive.
Inside it goes for Moore. Moore lays it up there with the left hand and in.
Nice little step back move there by Moore with a double team coming. 14 for him.
Here's Randall. Lobs it up for Wheeler. Philip Wheeler not able to hold on. A tough pass to handle. And through the lane, it's Hardy. Hardy flips it up with the left hand and in, and a timeout called by the Iowa bench. Well, the lead back to 9 here, Tony. 8:05 to go here in the ball game. 107-98. The Legends lead the Iowa Wolves. More Wolves basketball right after the break. Yeah, back here live at the Wells Fargo Arena in Des Moines. 8:05 to go here in the fourth. Iowa kind of running out of time to get this run we've been waiting on, Tony. But right now it's the Legends 107-98.
And both teams with 6 players in double figures because both teams have only 8 players tonight. But the bench for the Texas Legends have scored 32 points to Iowa's 17. And that's pretty much the difference. 11 off the bench for Todd Withers, Amari Hardy, and Mamadou Guy. But 31 points for Grant Riller on 13 of 21 shooting, leading the way. Tyler Hall with 16. For the Iowa Wolves are led by P.J. Dozier with 25, Craig Randall II with 21. 13 points for DJ Carton, 12 for Matt Lewis, Jordy Chimunga with 10, and Philip Wheeler with 10.
Here's Carton, lost the handle, turnover, and it's 2-on-1 the other way. And not a great pass here. Hall will fire the three from the right wing.
Hall knows when to pick and choose his battles, and he's been solid. That's 5 of 9 from 3.
He's got a good looking shot from the perimeter.
19 points now for Hall.
Here's Dozier. Hesitates, now drives it, and finds Wheeler cutting through the paint. Back for Dozier. 4 on the shot clock. PJ's going to have to fire. Long, high arcing three. Too many of those types of possessions where they're firing tough contested shots at the end of a shot clock. Guy gives it right back. A good steal there by Carton. And it's DJ back the other way. Bohannon fires a three. Got it. Big bucket there to cut it back to single digits. 110-101. Iowa needs to get some stops here. Gee with it out front. Now it's Hardy. Hardy looks to drive it. Gets it into the paint. Hardy turns, fires, shot is no good, and rebounded by Bohannon. Jordan up ahead for Lewis. Lewis looks to drive it through the lane. A foul and the bucket, I believe.
Yeah, they did.
Boy, I didn't know if they were going to call that one a bucket or a foul on the floor. You see it right there. But going up, gathering and going up with the basketball.
That's only the first foul for Hall, so. Jordy Chimanga checking back in for Iowa. On the other side, James Banks III is checked back in for the Texas Legends.
Oh, there's Riller. I was wondering when we're going to see Riller again.
And Hall checking out. Chimanga with the double-double for Iowa. He has 10 rebounds and 10 points. G.J. Carton with a double-double with 13 points and 10 assists. Banks III had 8 rebounds to lead Texas there.
Well, Lewis off the mark with the free throw, so the lead stays at 7, 110-103.
And Iowa's now 8 of 13 from the free throw line.
Riller matched up with Carton. Now Baba sets his feet, 3 on the way, off the mark, no good. Rebound Dozier. Iowa down 7 here. PJ Dozier lost the handle and into the hands of Riller. Grant Riller looking for space, tough shot. Good contest there by
and Bauer's going to get the personal foul, I think.
Yeah, and that's going to put.
That's his 5th foul.
16 at the line. Jordan Bohannon shooting the free throw.
So Udai Baba with 5 fouls, only 8 points. He had a really nice game on New Year's Day here when the Legends won 138-126, but doesn't look the same player today.
Matt Lewis was at the line thinking it was him that was fouled. So Jordan Bohannon will shoot the free throw instead. Chance to cut it to a 5-point Legends lead here. Baba back out, Hardy back on.
Baba looks disinterested, facial expression wise.
Kind of thought the same thing. Jordan Bohannon knocks down the free throw.
10 now for Bohannon.
Well, you're within 5 here with 6 minutes to play. It's a 7-0 run here for Iowa. They were trailing 12.
Excuse me, that's 8 for Bohannon on that free throw.
Moore attacks, Moore into the paint. Has it blocked by Chimanga. And DJ Carton comes away with it. DJ the other way. Dozier fires a 3 from the wing, and it's good.
Dozier with 28 now, and okay, here we go. 1 possession game.
Timeout called, we'll step away. It's the Texas Legends 110, the Iowa Wolves 108. More Wolves basketball right after the break. Back here live, 5:38 to go in the 4th. Iowa crawled back to within 1 possession here, Tony. The Legends have led the entire second half, but 110-108 advantage right now for Texas.
PJ Dozier's been outstanding. He kind of got quiet, quick start, 15 points, and then stayed quiet, but now he's picked it up. 28 points to lead the Iowa Wolves. On the other side, Riller's been great, but he's kind of struggled. The last few shots have missed, and he's got 31 game-high points. But he has been outstanding for the Legends. We have a 2-point game. Iowa led by as many as 15. The Legends by as many as 13. Only 1 lead change and 4 ties. We'd like to see 1 more lead change if you're Iowa.
Well, Iowa with the advantage here in the 4th quarter, 17-13 in terms of points scored. The advantage in the 2nd and 3rd quarter belonged to Well, actually, the third quarter was even. It was the big second quarter by Texas that put them back in front.
Yep.
Riller into the front court for Texas. They're trying to get a switch. They go to a little bit of a zone look, and Hardy and it's Banks inside. He's going to be fouled, and I think they got Dozier. No, they got Chimanga.
That's five. That's 5 on Jordy. If Jordy's in the area, he's getting the foul.
Well, Dozier tried to take the foul, but the officials gave it to Chimanga.
Because Dozier hasn't even had a foul yet, so
Banks at the line. And we're going to have a substitution. And I believe Chimanga will come out. And Craig Randall, the second, will come back in.
So Dozier's going to have to play the post again against Banks. It looks like either him or Randall.
Well, the advantage the other way for Iowa, though, offensively.
Yep.
You got Banks trying to stay in front of basically a guard. Iowa goes ultra small again.
The Legends are already over the limit on fouls, so Iowa will be shooting free throws on any foul now.
Carton has it out front. Here's Jordan Bohannon. Bohannon on the drive, back for Dozier. 3 is on the way, no good. And the rebound for Banks.
Good look that time, just couldn't finish. And Dozier's been hot from there, so why not?
And they'll look inside. And great hands there, stolen away. And it's Dozier. Back pass for Bohannon, sets the feet. 3 on the way is good.
Bohannon having a big second half. 11 points for Iowa now. For Jordan Bohannon, I should say, and it's a 1-point game.
Hardy into the front court, finds Riller. Riller with a running start. Riller got his man going backwards and then stops and hits the 12-footer.
Well, can't do nothing but just salute him in his game tonight. 33 points.
Dozier attacks. Dozier, boy, it looked like he was fouled by Banks. We play on after the block shot. Here's Hall. Now it's Hardy. Left side it goes. Tajay Moore knocks down the 3 ball.
Moore has 17. Boy, bad break at one end with a no call, and Iowa watches a 3-point basket go in and back to a 2-possession lead.
Carton finds Jordan Bohannon. Another 3 on the way. No, but a follow dunk by Matt Lewis. Boy, nobody there at the front of the rim.
16 now for Lewis, and we got a timeout.
Timeout, is it a full or a 30? It's a 30. We'll stay right here. 3:47 to go in the ball game. And the Legends lead it 117-113 after the Matt Lewis finish.
Again, Texas after tonight, you fans will be at home taking on the G League Ignite on the 11th, a 7:30 start there for the Iowa Wolves on Sunday the 12th, and Monday the 13th, a 1 o'clock tip on Sunday, a noon tip on Monday. Stockton in town before the All-Star break. Upcoming schedules for the Texas Legends and the Iowa Wolves. We appreciate everybody watching and listening on ESPN Plus, MC22 Mediacom in Des Moines and Iowa, and as well as 106.3 FM KXNO Des Moines Sports Radio.
Well, 3:47 to go in the fourth. It'll be Texas basketball after the 30-second timeout. 4-point lead. Iowa needs a couple stops and a bucket or 2. Still anybody's game though, Tony.
Oh yeah. I mean, it looked like Iowa was going to run away in the first quarter, led by 15, and Texas had a 16-point advantage in the second. They've never turned back. It's been pretty even now. Iowa chipping away to cut it to 4.
Here's Riller. Tries a 3 ball from the wing, and it's up and good.
We just not have had an answer for that man tonight. He has 36 game-high points.
He's been on fire. Mid-range, 3-pointers, you name it. Here's Craig Randall. Now it's Lewis. Chimanga with it. Jordy looks to drive it.
Oh, why didn't he go to the hole?
He's had an easy 2, passes up on that. Lewis throws it up and is fouled by Withers. So Matt Lewis will shoot one for 2.
Jordy didn't realize everybody separated there. I mean, he would have went straight to the hole and it would have been a dunk. Instead, he passed it out. Luckily, Matt Lewis, a good free throw shooter at the line, is Jordan Bohannon checking in now for Jordy Chimanga. Chimanga has those 5 fouls. On the floor, Bamba has 5 for the Legends. Moore has 4. Bohannon also with 4 for Iowa.
So Matt Lewis at the line. He's got 16 points. And the free throw for Lewis is up and good. So the lead is 5 here for Texas, 120-115. And the man of the hour, Grant Riller, across the timeline here for Texas. Riller into the paint. Tough shot, contested, but again, he got DJ going backwards.
You got to get two guys at him to get the ball out of his hand. You let him do that to you, John, all night long. That's 38.
Here's Randall. Lewis off the glass and in.
He wanted the foul. There was some contact, but not sure if he didn't initiate it. He has 20 now.
And they're going to run a ball screen to get the switch on Bohannon. He'll defend Riller here. Step back three is off the mark.
Oh no!
And a late.
Riller sold that one.
Yeah, we'll see on the replay here. I don't know if they didn't allow him to come down. You knew what he was going to do, just sizing up the step back. No, that's I don't know. I'd challenge that. It's one of those, I don't know that they'd overturn it, but you know, you see the hand up, no contact at all.
There's nothing.
I think his foot might have. I mean, that's you know, Riller knows the rules.
Yeah, he sold it. I mean, he's been outstanding, and he's a good salesman.
And he makes the three-point free throw. That's just a killer. The lead back to 8.
41 points.
Iowa's got to have a little sense of urgency here.
Yes.
Down 3 possessions. Dozier fades away. Dozier off the front of the rim. No. And Baba with the rebound. Big swing there.
Yeah, that hurt. That was costly.
Iowa was down 5 going back the other way with the ball. Instead, the three-point free throw by Riller. Riller, step back 3, no. And it caroms out of bounds, so it'll go back to Iowa.
2:01 to go. Still plenty of time, but Iowa just can't get over that hump when they get in within a 2 here just shortly. But just haven't been able to get over the hump here, and Texas has had an answer, or at least Riller's had an answer for the most part.
Here's Carton, gets right to the front of the rim and scores it.
That's what we need. 6 seconds off the clock on that one.
Iowa needs another stop here. Riller
get the ball out of his hand.
Slows it down across the
Texas fans say, no, keep it there. I don't blame him for wanting him at the ball in his hand.
Here's Riller.
Look at this.
And he is fouled. Count the basket. And they just have no answer.
I have no idea what his season high is, but he's just been.
I'm guessing he's there.
Yeah, 43 points.
Yeah, Riller laid it in with the left hand, took a little contact. So an 8-point lead now. Chance to be 9 here with the Riller free throw.
Just nothing flashy. He just break you down methodically out there and put you to sleep.
So Riller steps back to the free throw line, and he's at 44. Shot up and good. What a ball game by Grant Riller.
Yeah.
Carton into the paint, and they're going to have a foul called.
Riller wants him to review that, but
yeah, I didn't see much contact there. It looked like DJ might have just lost it. Riller lobbying hard for the replay.
With a 9-point lead, might need it for something else later. Carton going to the line to shoot 2 now as we're under that 2-minute mark. So now you'll shoot all free throws, whether it's 1, 2, or 3.
So the first free throw is up and good for DJ Carton.
Jordy Chimanga in for Jordan Bohannon.
Pushes DJ's point total to 16.
So one guy with 5 fouls trades the places with another with 5.
And right now the lead 8, 128-120 with 1:37 to go. Carton's second free throw up and good.
DJ Carton now with 17 points, 12 assists in the game.
The lead is 7. Iowa absolutely has to get a stop here. Riller, standing dribble out front. Now Riller has it poked away. Withers kicks it over for a 3. Off the mark, no good, and Iowa with the rebound. Iowa needs to push. Into the corner. Dozier tries a 3. That's off the mark, no good. Now Riller across the timeline. Gets it into the paint, all the way to the bucket and in.
Wow. Oh. Timeout called by Iowa. What a show by Mr.
Yeah,
Grant Riller.
30-second timeout. We'll keep it here. Riller talking to everybody on the far sideline, making sure they know that he's in the building.
Oh, he's impressed everybody. I mean, and the thing is, there's a lot of guys at performances like this, they have that wow factor. He's methodical. He bludgeons you. It's not like flash and dash, I
mean, he's a 6-foot guard.
Yeah.
Scoring anywhere on the floor he wants to.
Yes. And driving anywhere he wants. He's got the limo and he's taking it right down the paint tonight. Most of it, he's only taken 3 threes. And he's not like a prolific outside shooter. He's just, most of his shots have been on the drive. And it's been really good, 15 feet in.
Yeah, Riller has been fantastic. And right now the Legends lead by 9 with 1 minute and 1 second to play. Iowa advances it into the front court.
Coach will be on after the game for those listening on 106.3 FM KXNO. Jeff Newton will join us in the post game.
Iowa to inbound into the hands of Dozier. PJ has it into the paint, and he throws it out of bounds. That's going to be a turnover.
Jordy Chimanga now going to have to check back in. Just back and forth trying to make something happen. I got to within 2 after trailing by as many as 13. But just couldn't get over the hump. They had some opportunities, but give Texas, and especially Riller, all the credit. I mean, they just had an answer every time for the Iowa Wolves.
Well, they're drying up a wet spot on the floor with 54 seconds to go. Baba will trigger it into the hands of Riller, who's handled it the vast majority of this last 5 or 6 minutes. Riller stands with it out front. Riller on the drive. Kicks it to a wide open Withers. Withers is 3 off the mark though. Dozier runs it down. Dozier into the paint, stops, fires a deep 3, then misses everything.
Riller went to Charleston, John. There's just another example after example in the G League and the NBA. You don't have to go to big-time places to make big-time chances. And Riller's definitely showing that he's hoping for an opportunity someday. Size might be the biggest issue.
Well, he was certainly big enough tonight.
Yes.
46 points.
Yes.
And they're basically just running out the shot clock. There's about a 6 or 7 second differential. But this thing clearly in the books.
And Iowa will probably just do the same here.
Yeah, shot clock violation. So Iowa will inbound the basketball with 6.9 to go. Carton with it, and across the timeline Carton goes, fires a 3 at the shot clock buzzer that won't fall, and a rebound. Last rebound of the game goes to James Banks. Or no, that was, check that, I don't want to get it right. It was Tyler Hall. But that'll do it here at the Wells Fargo Arena. Kind of an anticlimactic ending, a game that got close late, but then it was Riller and company for the Legends that pull away, and they get it done. On the radio side, stay here. We'll have post-game numbers, conversation with head coach Jeff Newton. And on the TV side of things and on ESPN Plus, thanks for joining us, everyone. Final score here at Wells Fargo, 130-121. The Legends defeat the Iowa Wolves. We'll have more Wolves basketball after the break.
This copyrighted telecast of the NBA G League may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise used in any form without the express written consent of the NBA.